Yo, what is up, my basketball family, and welcome back to Green Team Productions. Now, the Orlando Magic haven't had the great start to the NBA season, starting out only 1-6, but they do have a bright spot, and that is the #1 pick out of Duke, Paolo Banquero. Now, coming into the NBA season, of course, he's the #1 pick, so we expect him to ball, but I don't think many people expected him to come in and make NBA history in just his first game, being the first rookie since LeBron James to have a debut where you drop over 25 points, over 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has continued this success through his first 7 games, averaging just under 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And trust me, I know it's only been 7 games into the season. This is a very small sample size, but I think for everybody that is watching Banchero, he passes the eye test. Many times looking much more advanced and in control of his game than many other players with 10 or less games under their belt. And that is going to be starting off with his crazy offensive game. Like I previously mentioned, he is averaging just under 24 points a game, and he's doing that efficiently, shooting 46% from the field. And one of the most glaring parts about his game is his ability to operate within the mid-range. With his unique mix of height and skill, he is especially good at getting to his spots off of the dribble and being comfortable enough to pull up over defenders and knock down the shot. And being that he stands at 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, that is just one of the things that makes him the most dangerous. And if you have been watching the game of basketball over the last decade, we all know what the prototypical basketball player looks like. A tall, athletic wing that can play both sides, be able to play make, and create his own shot. That is what we're looking at in Paolo Banquero. And why do you think teams like the Boston Celtics have so much success? Because they have 2 guys that are both wings, athletic, can score, and just in general, those players are a nightmare to guard. In the case of Banchero, you're 6'10" and have the agility to be quicker than defenders that are usually your size, but you're also too strong to have a smaller guard you. And plus, there's even been instances where he's bullying and put his body in the players that are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", because we can't forget, he's also 250 pounds, so he's coming in NBA ready. And he is already looking like a matchup nightmare for teams. And just to put into perspective to you how crazy of a rookie season Banchero is already starting out with, only he, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dwight Howard are the only Magic rookies in NBA history to have double-doubles twice within 6 games. And I truly believe that'll be something that'll be common with Banchero, because on top of his offensive skill set, it's his energy and his demeanor. He just simply plays hard and goes after it, already having a game where he has 12 rebounds on top of 27 points. And not to mention, he's averaging just under a block and a half a game. And we know that defense is all effort because he has the skill set in the build to be a great defender. And I really see him bringing that energy and intensity. Not to mention that the Orlando Magic, probably one of the bigger teams in the league and one of the better defensive teams in the NBA already. But I believe Adam Banchero is just icing on top of the cake. And on top of that, on the other end, I think he has a high potential in facilitating this offense. I'm not huge into college, I mainly watch NBA, so I really don't get to scout a lot of these players until they come into the league. But after watching Banchero for a couple of games, it's clear to see that this kid has some vision and poise to go along with that. For instance, like this play right here against the Charlotte Hornets. He runs a pick and roll with Mo Bamba, and instead of dumping off a pass to a potentially crowded paint, he kicks it over the top and finds an open teammate for the wide open 3 right before the buzzer. And like on this next play against the New York Knicks, you can see he's coming up to midcourt and there is a trap, and this is something that a lot of young players struggle with, and a lot of NBA players will turn it over in the situation. But Banchero, he's able to slow down, compose himself, step through the 2 defenders with his good footwork, find Suggs, his open teammate, for the mid-range shot again before the buzzer. And lastly, when Banchero is in attack mode, it really opens up a lot of opportunities for this offense and his teammates. Like on this play against Charlotte again, as the Orlando Magic set up for Banchero to come off a double screen, Mo Bamba slips to the basket, but as he slips, his man forgets all about him because Banchero looks like he's about to go downhill. But in a split second, throws it over the defense to a lob to Mo Bamba and the poster slam. And again, I know it's only been 7 games at the time of this recording, but Banchero, he looks generational. He looks like his game is coming in complete and polished. Of course, he still has a lot of room to grow, but as a first-year player, he looks great. And over the course of NBA history, there has only been 23 rookies that has averaged over 20 points a game. And I truly believe that Banchero will be the 24th after this season, because I truly don't see these games as flukes. And if you do, I just don't think you know the game of basketball. This is just a glimpse into what we're going to see in the future. And if I was an Orlando Magic fan, I would be extremely happy. The future for you guys looks super bright. You guys have some of the most unique mix of young talent in the NBA, and I don't know if there's a ceiling on this squad, so we're just gonna have to see, watch them play out. And in the meantime, just keep an eye out and scout all this brand new talent. There's a lot of good players coming into this NBA. But as the usual, I am no basketball expert, just some random who shares his basketball opinions online. And that's what I created this channel for, was to start the conversation. So comment down below, Magic fans, non-Magic fans, if you guys have any suggestions on any players that you want me to cover in the future as the season goes along. Don't be afraid to let me know. I want you guys to have a great and productive day. Come back for more basketball content. Peace, y'all.